This is going to be a very quick tutorial on how to record on an Edison cylinder phonograph, how to make a wax cylinder recording. Let's go through the things we're going to need. First thing you're going to want to need, obviously an Edison phonograph, an Edison standard cylinder phonograph, Edison Fireside, whatever you have that fits the standard Model C reproducer. So that's what you're also going to want one of these, a Model C 2-minute reproducing stylus. You want a 2-minute Edison cylinder recorder. It looks just like this, has a little sharp rounded sapphire on the bottom. Notice how it's round just like that. It's just like this, but rounded and sharp. It's a flat end. And note that you must never set them down like this. You can always set them down back in the box with the cotton underneath, or set them like this, because if you set them down like this on a hard surface, you will damage and break your stylus. And next thing you're going to want to need is an Edison, or like a 2-minute brown wax recording blank. I've already made a recording on this, but there's a little bit more to record on. That's what we're going to test it with, so I'm going to show you how to do that. And lastly, what you're going to need is a decent sized horn. I have a little Edison gem horn, but this makes it easier to make recordings. It's right into the point. You could use a big studio recording horn if you want to, like the big metal opening flat end horns, or anything like that with the rubber connectors. But I like, myself, I like to use the little ones to get right into the point with it and, you know, do something simple. But anyway, let's go through how to do this. Let's go. Just a really quick thing here. This big horn here is what we're going to play back with. Notice the difference between here. This is what we're going to record with, so it's right into the point, and this will play it back. You can use this, like a big horn like this, to record instrumental music, piano, whatever it is. If you have an instrument or have like a band or anything, this is what you're going to want to use. Now, let's go ahead and go over this. Make sure you don't have the reproducer in here. You want this to be loosened so you can slide a piece into there. Take your recorder, make sure it's set like this if you set it down. And how to install this, notice this little slit there. And if you look on the machine, notice that little pin right there at the top. Very little silver pin there. That slit is going to fit right there. So you want to slide it. You want to see where it fits just right there. You want to slide right in there and secure it. There you go. Next thing you want to do, install your Edison or cylinder blank. Then you want to put this in. You must always use 2 fingers with the wax cylinders. So, because if you touch the surface, it will grow mold over time because of the humidity off your fingers. So keep it just like so, and slide it in just like so, and just put gentle pressure, not too tight. So that should do it. And close it. Next thing you want to do is you want to wind it up. Mine's already wound up all the way. I give it at least 12 to 15 winds, just about. I don't want to go too crazy, you know. Next thing you want to do is attach your horn. The little end here, you want to slide over the nipple of the recorder, just like that. And one thing you want to notice when you're recording, look at the end of this recorder. See how the recorder, the disc, the floating disc on there floats. So as you can see your recorder there. Now, one thing with these records, if you buy a blank, some of these come really, really thick. So, and like I said, that floating disc, make sure when you set it down that your disc on your recorder doesn't go all the way up. If it goes all the way up, just like that, it'll bottom out and you will damage your recorder. Make sure it has some room to float. Next thing you want to do, now that your machine's all wound up, start where you want to record. I'm going to start somewhere over here to record, and we're going to get a decent test off of this. So let's see what we can come up with. Here we go. Another quick thing about this recording process, you can either let the machine speed up, then lower the recorder, or you can lower the recorder and then let the machine speed up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let the machine speed up, then lower the recorder onto the machine. So let's go ahead and give this a test. Here we go. Don't mind me. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. This is a test of the Edison cylinder recorder I am demonstrating for my folks on YouTube. Subscribe to Sir Topper Hat. And that's your recording. Next thing you want to do, take your record off of the mandrel, or you could leave it on there, but I like to take mine off so it doesn't go flying everywhere. All this swarf, just blow it off or brush it off, but I like to just blow it, so just if you look closely, have a very nice recorded voice right there. So now what we're going to do is put this back in place and lock it in. Now that you finished recording, you take this out, and if you notice, this likes to get messy too. Like I said, just blow it off. And there you go. Now what you want to do is replace this with the playback stylus. Let me go get it. Same thing with installing the recorder. Just make it go in that little piece there. Tighten it up. And now we're going to hook up our playback horn with the crane, and we're going to play this playback. Let's see how it goes. Now that everything's all hooked up, you got your horn all hooked up here. Start it at the first, we started here. It's a little bit blurry. Sorry about that. But you want to just put it like on this unrecorded space here. That's where I'll put my reproducer and let it catch up to the groove. So let's go ahead and play this back.
Hello, hello, hello. This is a test of the Edison Therapy Recorder I am demonstrating for my folks on YouTube. Subscribe to Phil Pepperhat.
Wow. And that's our voice. Right there. And that, my friends, is how you record on an Edison cylinder phonograph. If you have any other questions or need any other tips, let me know. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a good night, everybody. Hope you learned.